So on the first one, what we're going to take a look at is if we just subtract p from both sides to solve this, like we did yesterday. If we subtract p from both sides, on the left, p minus p is 0, isn't it? And on the right, we get the same thing, p minus p. Again, guys, that winds up being 0. So what we're left with, we drop the rest of the stuff down like it's hot. Ouch, it's hot. Then what we do is we look at that. Is that a true statement? Is -4 equal to -9? Is that always false? Yes. That means this equation is always going to be false for any value of p that you could think of. Anything on Earth. So this one, we're going to say there is no official solution. No solution to this equation. We say that there's no solution because that can never be accurate. Go. Okay, guys, on number 2, what will we do first? What was the first step we talked about solving equations to do? What was the first thing we talked about? Distribute. The second step was combine like terms. Third step was move the variables. So if we distribute first, we get 24a minus 22 equals -4 plus 24a. Okay, and now, if we're worried about doing what's next, can we combine like terms on the same side? No, we can't. We can't combine like terms on the same side. So what we wind up going to do next is we wind up moving the variables now. If we move the variables to the right, we would subtract 24a, subtract 24a. That would be 0. So we drop that down. -22 equals -4, and that's 0. Do those match? No, since those don't match, or that's never true, we say no solution. Again, 2 problems and no solution. Okay, that's the second. That's the first special case. Let's take a look at number 3. Okay. Again, we're going to distribute first. 12 times 2 is going to be 24k. 12 times 11 is going to be 132 equals. We're going to distribute again. Okay, we keep distributing. 12 times 2, 24k. 12 times 12, 144. Right? And then we have that -12. We drop that like it's hot. Okay, now we combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign if we can. There's nothing on the left that we can combine. On the right, however, there is something. The 124 minus the 12, we can actually combine those to get 132. And we drop the rest of the stuff down. Okay. Do you notice how it's the same exact thing on both sides of the equal sign? Okay, you can stop there if you want. If it winds up being the same exact thing on both sides of the equal sign ever, you can stop there and say that's all real numbers. That's the other one. Which just means no matter what number you pick for k, you can put it in the original equation for it to make a true statement. Okay? No matter what it is, you can put it in. If you don't notice it, and you keep going, -24k, -24k, you get 0 there, you get 0 there, and you get 132 equals 132. Chances are you're going to see it right then. Right? Now it's the exact same, and now you should stop and say all real numbers. It's okay for the variables to drop out. Perfectly fine. It's just a representation that the equation is always accurate. Get with your row partners right now. What I want you to do is I want you to solve these 3 equations. One of these equations has a solution of all real numbers. The other has a solution of no solution. Okay, and then the third has a solution of x equals 0. Okay, figure out which one's wins. Determine which one's wins. That's it. Okay, on the first one, guys, if you go to solve this, remember the first step, by the way, great work is working through this. I know some of you guys got frustrated. That's fantastic. Okay? It's fantastic if you try to work through that frustration. If you just stayed frustrated and ignored what was going on or the reason why you were frustrated, that's bad. But if you work through that frustration, that's great. That's when you're going to grow individually. When you get past frustration. Okay, we only grow personally when we get frustrated and we get past it. Okay, so so right now, first step is to distribute. So 10x plus 2 minus, oh, actually plus negative x plus 9x, and then negative times negative 4 is going to be plus 4 equals 19x minus negative plus 3. Now we're going to combine terms on the same side equal sign. 10x plus 9x is 19x. 30 plus 4 is going to be 34. And then 19x. And then negative 5 plus 3 is going to be negative 2. Okay, now the next step, after we combine the terms on the same side of the equal sign, we collect the variables. Minus 19x. And then 19x minus 19x is 0. So I end up with just 34. And 19x minus 19x is 0. So I end up with just negative 2. Those don't match. Those aren't the same numbers. So we're going to resolve. We're going to come to the conclusion that there is no value, no solution, or no value for x that we can put in the original equation to make a true statement. On the second one, distribute the 20. Negative 10x plus 24 plus 24x equals, distribute the negative 6. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. Okay, and then we're going to continue combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. Negative 10x plus 24x is going to be 14x plus 24. Okay, because those two guys combine up. And then next step is I'm going to combine the variables on one side of the equal sign. Okay, after that, we're going to move them. So minus 14x. So we get 24 equals negative 20x plus 24. Okay, notice how the variables stay with us. The variables didn't drop out. We're not at 0x, so there's no variables anymore. Okay, so this one is automatically, if we did everything, we're automatically going to be x equals 0. I'll show you why. At this point, we subtract 24. 24 minus 24 is actually a number. Okay, it's not nothing, it's not 1. It's actually 0. Okay, so 0 equals negative 20. And I'm going to write it here. And then I divide by negative 20. So I divide by negative 20. We get 0 equals x. That's the second one. The third one by default is all real numbers, but let me go ahead and explain how to get there. Okay? I'm just going to so 15x plus 3x is 18x. On the right hand side, we get 18x minus 45 plus 35. 18x minus 10 equals 18x minus 10. And you can stop there and say it's all real numbers. Okay? Which says that any value for the variable, it works when you take and put it in the original. If you want to stick around to see your homework,